Today I'm going to give away a free t-shirt, reveal the books I bought this week, and somewhere on this episode are 2 mystery pop-up segments. Where will they be? It's a mystery. Shh. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching a Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! Now this month is also Kidney Cancer Awareness Month. Now kidney cancer is cancer that begins in the kidneys. Your kidneys are 2 bean-shaped organs about the size of your fist. They're located behind your abdominal organs with 1 kidney on each side of your spine. Kidney cancer usually doesn't have signs or symptoms in its early stages, but in time, signs and symptoms may develop, including blood in your urine, which may appear pink, red, or cola colored. Pain in your back or side that doesn't go away, loss of appetite, unexplained weight loss, tiredness, and fever. Kidney cancer is among the 10 most common cancers in both men and women, with 1 in 46 men being diagnosed and 1 in 80 women being diagnosed. And if you're watching this and you have beaten kidney cancer, you're currently battling kidney cancer, or if you're a friend or a family member of someone who has lost their battle with kidney cancer, I love y'all, and this mystery pop-up segment is for y'all. And this is a Kidney Cancer Awareness Comic Hero tee, and if you would like one, you can find them on IamTheComicHero.com/shop for $17, and I will donate half of each purchase to the National Kidney Alliance. Alright, last week I happened to stumble upon this, well, it was a Kickstarter project, it's not anymore, but it was a very interesting book that I wanted to, really wanted to get started reading. It's of a lesser known publication, and while I'm thinking about it, if you are a comic book creator, whether you're a writer, artist, colorist, letterer, whatever, and you happen to have a comic book series that's in a lesser known publication or it's a Kickstarter project, I want to support you. And so I happened to stumble upon this book a week ago, and I went on ahead and ordered it, and it came in yesterday. And it's a series by writer and artist Anthony Piper, and the name of the publication is also the name of the book, and that book happens to be Trill League Episode 1. Now this is 80 pages long, so that would suggest that this book is in a prestige format. And I am going to go ahead and start reading it right away so I can go ahead and order episode 2 because to my understanding, this came out 7 years ago. So there's probably no doubt that episode 2's already come in. So Anthony Piper, if you're watching this, and I hope you are, I'm going to support you, and I'm going to read this book. Alright, with that one book, that will bring the total number of comics I've bought since December of 1997 to 13,535. Welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. This month is Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, and I'm going to touch base on that later on, but for right now, it's time to get away a free t-shirt. Alright, last week's episode I asked, which Fantastic Four villain did Squirrel Girl defeat in her first appearance in 1991? Well, the correct answer is Dr. Doom. And 9 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, your name's been entered in a drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this week's episode of the show is... Hey everyone, now this month is also Brain Injury Awareness Month. Now, a brain injury is a physical damage to the brain caused by external force such as a blow, bump, or jolt to the head. There are two types of brain injuries. The first is traumatic brain injury, or TBI. It's caused by an impact or penetration to the head. And then the other is acquired brain injury, or ABI. This includes TBI as well as other types of brain damage such as stroke and brain tumors. The most common causes of brain injuries are falls, motor vehicle accidents, sports injuries, assaults, and explosions. Although judging by what I said about ABIs, that's not always the case. Now, symptoms can vary depending on the severity and location of the injury. Common symptoms include headache, confusion or disorientation, loss of consciousness, seizures, nausea and vomiting, dizziness, fatigue, memory problems, changes in mood or behavior, and difficulty with attention or concentration. Now, if you're watching this and you are living with a brain injury, or if you know someone, whether it's a friend or a family member who's living with a brain injury, I love y'all. And this mystery pop-up segment is for y'all. All right, this is a brain injury awareness comic hero tee. And if you would like one, you can find them on IamTheComicHero.com/shop for $17, and I will donate half of each purchase to the Brain Injury Association of America. All right, a few days ago on my last visit to Excalibur Comics, I ended up buying 18 books. But I decided to split them in half, and I'm going to reveal the front half of those books right now. So here we go. First up, and I'm really excited about this one, is Absolute Flash #1. Absolute Batman #6. The Avengers #24. Batman Superman World's Finest #37. Oh, by the way, I just want to apologize for when #36 came last month and I accidentally said Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice. I meant to say Batman Superman World's Finest #36. So charge that to my head, not to my heart. Catwoman #74. Challengers of the Unknown #4. Detective Comics #1095. Exceptional X-Men #7. And finally, Miles Morales Spider-Man #31. All right, with those 9, that brings the total number of comics that I've bought since December of 1997 to 13,544. Azores Tiger. Now, this is someone who answered on Instagram, so congratulations, Azores Tiger. Here's a free comic hero team. All right, here's a question for next week's episode. And with the month of March coming to a close, I have to ask one more question to have something to do with female comic book characters. And this is a Raven question. And what I mean by Raven, I mean one of the longtime members of the Teen Titans, now known as the Titans. All right. Arella, Raven's birth mother, is originally from which city in the DC universe? Is it A, Metropolis, B, Happy Harbor, or C, Gotham City? Now I'm only going to give one hint, and it's one word. Batman. Now, if you don't know the answer to that, judging by that hint, I don't know what to tell you. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. All right, with the length of both mystery pop-up segments that you have just seen, I have decided not to feature a Throwdown Showdown segment nor an Any Questions segment. But next week, there will be a Throwdown Showdown fight. So stay tuned for that. So with that all being said, let's get to the comics I bought this week. Comic books I bought this week. All right, here we go. First up is the New Gods number 4. One World Under Doom number 2. Psylocke number 5. Sam Wilson, Captain America number 3. Silverhawks number 2. Titans number 21. Ultimate Black Panther number 14. Ultimate X-Men number 13. And finally, X-Force number 9. All right, that's 9, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 13,553. All right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. And here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. Arella, Raven's birth mother, is originally from which city in the DC universe? Is it A, Metropolis, B, Happy Harbor, or C, Gotham City? Now here's some hints to help, or rather just one hint, and it's only one word. Batman. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show, and congratulations to Azores Tiger who won a free tee on this episode. Alright, now this month is Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. Now cerebral palsy is a group of disorders that affect movement and muscle tone or posture. It's caused by damage that occurs in the immature developing brain, most often before birth. Signs and symptoms appear during infancy or preschool years. In general, cerebral palsy causes impaired movement associated with exaggerated reflexes, floppiness or spasticity of the limbs and trunk, unusual posture, involuntary movements, unsteady walking, or some combination of these. People with cerebral palsy can have problems swallowing and commonly have eye muscle imbalance in which the eyes don't focus on the same object. They also might have reduced range of motion at various joints of their bodies due to muscle stiffness. The cause of cerebral palsy and its effects on function vary greatly. Some people with cerebral palsy can walk, while others need assistance, and some people have intellectual disabilities, but others do not. Cerebral palsy is a lifelong disorder. There is no cure, but treatments can help improve function. Now, if you're watching this and you happen to have cerebral palsy, or if you're a friend or family member of someone who has cerebral palsy, I love y'all, and this episode is for y'all. Alright, this is a Cerebral Palsy Awareness Comic Hero tee, and if you would like one, you can find them on IamTheComicHero.com/shop for $17, and I will donate half of each purchase to Cerebral Palsy United. All right, here's the roadhead for the show. On next week's episode, episode 519, the first episode of April, I'm going to raise awareness of testicular cancer. And on episode 520, I didn't do it last year, but I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to show some love to whoever wins the national championship in both men and women's college basketball. So y'all tune in for that. Then on episode 521, I'm raising awareness of autism. And then on episode 522, I'm raising awareness of oral cancer. And also meet me at the 5th annual Sinlaw Collector Con, which is in Marksville, Louisiana on May 31st. It's going to be at the Earl J. Barbary Senior Convention Center, which is in the very back of Paragon Casino and Resorts. And then also meet me at Louisiana Delta Comic Con in West Monroe on November 8th. And then also you may or may not see me over at GeekCon in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's at the Shreveport Convention Center. It's on August the 22nd through the 24th. I announced some of the guests that are going to be there, and I'm quite sure that there's going to be some more guests to be named later. I will let y'all know who they are when I get word. All right. If y'all have any suggestions for the show, you think anything that'll make this show better, please let me know, and I'll do my best to make it happen. All right, if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome. And as soon as you're done, hit subscribe. If you're watching this on the Comic Book Lovers Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. And if you're watching this on the Louisiana Delta Content Creators Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. All right, I'm Victor Nunley on the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 519. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero.